Hi angels, welcome back to my channel. So I have a quick channel message for you guys. It feels like right now the energy that's coming up is a lot of like speaking, but mostly thinking and sensing here. So we have crown chakra and third eye chakra as well as the throat chakra. So the energy is coming through where it's like I can tell that you have like a sense of trust, a sense of gratitude, a sense of even contentment in where your life is. But there's also this feeling of there being a limit because of a lack of a reflection. It's like you're looking, or not looking for, but I think on maybe a subconscious level, there is a father wound that's at play where it's like, I need to do more so that I can receive, so that I can get the validation that you love me, that you accept me, etc. So it feels like maybe your life is not 100% how you want it to look right now. Like it doesn't look 100% how you want it to look. There could be something that you feel like is missing. This could be love for most of you, and because of that you could be thinking like, okay, well, how can I do more? What more do I need to do? And there's this energy of like wanting to over perfect, over analyze, and over heal instead of just being content with what you have right now. And there's this energy of perception being reality. I just came back from a walk and it was a bit of like a meditative walk for me. And it's funny because, or on the walk, I was thinking to myself, I started off this morning, I woke up and I was like crying for a bit, not gonna lie. Not because anything happened, but sometimes I just like have grief that comes up, and oftentimes it is in the morning. So it was a bit agonizing, I'm not gonna lie. But then today it's what? It's 5 o'clock, and it was actually 4:44 when I was walking. And I was walking past this field that's right next to my house, and there's like, it's literally a sunflower field, like sunflowers fills the field. And I was just like, wow, this is so beautiful. Like the weather is nice, I'm not too hot, it's not cold, there's a breeze, I have my dogs, I'm just feeling so peaceful. And it made me think, like I had this like realization that the idea that quote unquote things can get better is really just perception. So it's like, sometimes you may feel like, oh, things getting better is like this grand gesture, this grand thing, but maybe we just need to celebrate our small wins more. Because today for me, starting off the day feeling all this heavy grief and crying in bed and having all of these like nihilistic, hopeless thoughts, and then now as the day approaches an ending, I feel a lot better, I'm happy, I feel optimistic, and I can pat myself on the back and say, hey, you got through that, you know, it got better, it did. That's a win. So I think that's maybe like a good example for how you can process the energy that you're feeling right now, however it resonates for you, because I see that there is an ability to feel peaceful right now in the midst of maybe you feeling like with the secrets card, like you don't really like know what's coming. When is it coming? Is this gonna work out? Is there a new person? Whatever the case may be, or is there a new job? When am I gonna get hired? Da da da. It's like, I think right now is a time where you're on a journey and not everything can be so fast as you may want it to be. I think that there is a higher purpose to everything. I really don't believe in coincidences at all. But I also don't believe in this concept of, oh, if you don't have something, it's because something you're doing wrong. Because there's also like a lot of different factors at play when it comes to life. And I think the concept of, oh, whatever you don't want, it's all your fault. While I think that that could be helpful in a lot of ways, I do think that sometimes divine timing is a real thing. And especially if we're talking love or a job or something like that, there's so many different people at play. You know, like they have to go through the application process, they have to go through interviewing, they have to make a decision, they still have to run the establishment, like, or if it's a relationship, it's like you have to be in the right place at the right time and have all your things in a way where you won't self-sabotage it, where you can be open and receive it, and so does that other person. And a lot of that is up to free will. Everyone kind of has their own free will, depending on your beliefs. I know there's some people who don't believe that, but that's what I believe. And I choose to believe that because it is something that allows me ability to just be a human and not feel so much pressure. I am a huge perfectionist. I was raised by a perfectionist, so I have like an immense amount of pressure on myself, and I think that adapting a mindset that does allow yourself a little bit of grace is important in life for your own like self-preservation. But that's just my opinion. But yeah, there is a need to persevere through whatever you're going through right now, because there's some things that just are like immovable. We have flexible reverse. So it's like there's some things that you just can't bend or rush or manifest into coming quicker than when they're ready to come into. So it's like you're in this process right now. Things, the tomatoes are not yet fully ripe. They're not ready. If you were to eat that tomato right now, it wouldn't be good. It wouldn't be maybe even healthy. Maybe it would even make you sick. So it's like there is some sort of surprise that's on the horizon. I feel like whatever it is, it's going to be different than what you're expecting. I am seeing maybe a new job or something like that, or a promotion or a new home if you guys are like looking for that. But this also could be like a relationship, because I do have 2 romance decks right next to me. There's just a need to not judge yourself during this time. There's a need to be empathetic towards yourself and anyone else who's involved, because there's a deeper purpose to what's happening in your life right now. Any closing advice? Outdoors. Go outside, get some fresh air, and connect with nature to relieve stress and gain new creative ideas. And that is literally what I just gave an example of. I like was feeling away, and this morning I woke up feeling that way. And what I did before I even had this nice little walk, what I did was you may kind of hear more background noise because I opened my windows. This is my first time opening the windows here. I have really huge big windows, but only a little small portion of them actually open, so I usually don't ever open them. But I've had the windows open all day just to get that fresh air. And then, you know, I've taken my dogs on 2 walks already, but this specific walk really felt so nice and refreshing. So yeah, get outdoors. That could be very helpful for you as well. I am gonna pull one little romance card to see if there's any advice or anything that comes through. Keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual expectations in type. And it's so funny because under this surprise, there's like literally an egg, but it's already cracking. So I feel like whatever this is, it's coming sooner than you probably think. But I did see the difference card. So I do feel like you do, like if you're looking for love, you have someone coming, but I feel like it's not what you expect. So it may not be the person that you're thinking. It may not be like literally your usual type. Something about it is going to be different or unexpected. Give me one more. Yeah. Let go of control issues. Allow this situation to unfold naturally. Keep an open mind is still at the bottom of the deck. So Spirit's being a little cheeky. I'm not going to press it past that. But I hope that this message was helpful for you guys. I do feel like good things. I don't even want to say good things are coming. Good things are here. I think it's just important to celebrate the small wins more. Because life is not always going to be these big grand things. Like it's not every day that you're going to have this grand love or... Like, I don't know, I think like maybe we as a society since COVID have like been on this like extremist type of mindset, especially like COVID happened, and I think COVID really like opened people up to like a whole new perspective. Spiritually, even I think a collective spiritual awakening happened specifically during COVID because we were all in a place of isolation and hermit mode. We didn't have a choice and we were kind of cut from connection. And then if you pay attention, you'll realize that the whole glamorization and concept of twin flame dynamics was also introduced like right after COVID. And I think that it happened. It was spiritually or divinely orchestrated as a way to help people ascend, like a wide collective of people, thousands of people extend. Okay, yeah. But ascend. And I think the reason why these type of dynamics were introduced to us collectively was because the type of work that we had to do, it's like, yeah, sure, let me go delve into the deepest pits of myself and my trauma for fun to ascend. That sounds great. And it's like, oh, yeah, let me go to the pits of hell of myself for that person who I had this unexplainable connection with. you know. So I do think I personally feel like the whole twin flame thing is a lot rarer than it seems, but I think, again, perception is reality. So if you perceive yourself to be in a twin flame dynamic, then you essentially kind of are. But I think the bigger reason why these type of things happened is to help us grow and ascend in a way that didn't feel so like maybe what you're feeling now. My point of saying that is I think the extremes that we were going through collectively have kind of calmed down, because most people have like transcended a lot of their ego, and so now we're in this like weird place collectively where it's like a lot of people aren't really living 100% in the reality that they desire just yet, but are maybe not understanding that you can be living in that reality. It just maybe isn't going to be so extreme. I think the past 5 years have just been very extreme, and now things are starting to calm down. And I think a lot of people are not able to perceive life as being as beautiful and as good as it is in the present moment because of how much has been going on the past few years. So that is just my opinion, but I hope that this video helps. And yeah, that's it.